Kurunji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Free bus for LKG to 8th standard.
Free, hygienic and nutritious food.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurunji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurunjischoolnkl.in.
Good morning students. In this video session, in the population organisms chapter or organisms population chapter, population interactions. The topic is a population interaction. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುನ್ನಾಡಿ videos population attributes, how population is influenced by the different aspects that we completed, and then population growth, J-shaped curve and S-shaped curve, these and all we seen in the previous videos. In this video, population interactions. In that, in this interaction mean a one thing interdependent with another organism, that is an interaction. Okay, I mean a relation should between the two things, nothing but that one interaction. Here a single organism cannot live alone. Okay, the living organism must be, it is show something relation with the adjacent side organism. That adjacent side organism may be same species or may be another species. Whether should we need something other living organism support. Sometimes living organism support, along with living organism support, it need environmental support. So a living organism must be show interaction with that adjacent side, the neighbor related organisms or environmental factors. So here environmental factors wise, we already completed in the previous organism how it is influenced by the environmental factor. Water is a environmental factor, that and all we seen. Water, light, temperature, soil, that and all we seen. Now interaction between the living organisms. In this topic we should be know about interaction between the living organisms. We will continue. Dear students, today topic population interaction. In the introduction, I already given the information about what is the interaction. Interaction means a relation between the two things. So here we discussing about population, whether that population belongs to same species or maybe different species. What purpose here need that interaction? Why living organism need support of other organisms? Either that other organism may be same species or another species. It need either sometimes it is a sexual activities within the same species. Sometimes it is a food purpose or shelter purpose. So by that requirement, their requirement of organism, it will depends upon their surrounding organisms. See, first we want to know about the definition of population interaction. Okay, in the nature, living organisms that are animals and plants and microbes, anyone can't live in isolated. Single organism, single things can't able to live. They want to maintain the interact with others in the various ways. Different so interactions are there, different interactions. In the coming explanation time, continuous explanation time, we will be know about that one. Now in the these interactions in the biological community. Community means the community is made up of the different species populations, correct only na? So now different species population to form the communities. In that communities, how organisms are interdependent, how they are interaction themselves, that want to see. That interactions, two type of interactions. One is intra-specific and interspecific. Nothing but intra means within the one single species. Okay, within a species or population, one single population or species, whether that is a dog population or human population, whatever it is, that will be shows only a interaction between the same species organisms. That is a intra. Intra means within. Okay. Next, interspecies. That interspecies, in between the two different type of populations or two different type of species, between the interaction between the population of two different species living together within a community. Community means nothing but formed by the different species kada, different species. So intra means the same species, inter means in between the two different species. Within the same species, what is the reason they are interdependent? What is the reason of that interaction? Here, within the species, they need reproductive activities for meeting. If here, every organism having their own responsibility to continue of their species on the earth, that by the controlling by the reproduction only. If reproduction is not yet exhibited by the organism, means that organism will soon it is extincted from the our surroundings or environmental onwards. So for reproduction wise, within the species of organisms, they are interactions. Okay, that is a sexual intercourse. And then here, not at sexual intercourse. What I am represented here pointing interspecies. Interspecies time two different species are depends upon the either one particular purpose. What is that purpose here? Either for the purpose of the food and the shelter. For example, we are depend upon the cow, and then we are from the cow onwards we are getting the milk, or we are depend upon the fishes. We are edible to the that fishes. So here that is the interaction. When you want to survival, we need something food sources. That food sources we are taking from the our surrounding. We are depends upon that plants. So plant is a different species, human being is a different species. In between of that, their interaction is there. Okay, for that one only we are cultivating of the some of the wanted plants. Okay, in our paddy fields. So that is the interaction. Okay, in this interaction could be sometimes beneficial or sometimes determinal, or sometimes not at beneficial, not at determinal, I mean not at harmful, just simply neutral. Okay, that means when the two organisms are exhibit the interactions, in that interactions of the two species, maybe one species will get maybe chance to benefit, maybe some of the species will get chance to not at benefit. Okay, instead of the benefit, something harmless, something determinal. Okay, then next sometimes there is no any problem, there is no any problem, that just only associated, that time neutral, there is no any problem. So these are the three type of aspects of the interaction time, whether that organism maybe will get benefit or determinal or natural. Okay, neutral. So here different type of interaction types are there. That a different type of interactions, name of the interaction, in that interaction time, that interaction two species, whether they are what type of benefit or determinal what they got. Okay, first interaction, mutualism. Mutualism word understanding time itself we will know. Mutual benefit. Mutual word it will tell us it is a benefit of the two interacted species. So that's why here I donated, given the one symbol, one A species and B species. Interaction means in between the two different species kadrana. So relation between the two different species. So that two different species are will get in this mutual interaction force. And then computation, another thing. In the computation time, here the interactions between the two species, the interacted two species will get something loss, something determinal, something problem. Okay, sometimes when organisms are lost their life itself, sometimes maybe the organism will get a damaging of their body, whatever it is. Okay, for the computation. Okay, in the continuous videos, you will get why it is happens, what are the computations. In that video continuation time, you will get some clarity. And then third one, predation. Predation time, one of the species of interacted species, one species will get benefit, another species will not get benefit. Instead the benefit, it lost something. Okay, harmful. It get harmless. And then fourth one, parasitism. Parasitism also seems like a predation. Parasitism time also, one species will get benefit, another species will not yet get benefit. Instead of the benefit, they are having something harmless. Okay, they got something harm. And commensalism. Commensalism time, one species will get benefit and another species not yet get any benefit. Neutral. Okay, not at loss also. Okay, then amensalism. Amensalism time, one species got something trouble or harmless, another species not yet have any trouble and then any benefit also. Simply it is a neutral. So by the seeing of these different type of interactions, different type of interactions. Here predation after parasitism after commensalism and amensalism. Then that different type of interactions, how different species will get either benefit or harmless or loss something or neutral. These things we want to explain. Okay, then here in this video just I would like to explain about only parasitism, predation, these two itself. First heading, predation. Predation, basically when you think about the predation, that will be think about ourselves, simply something, one organism will lost life. That type of thought will be there. Just when we are heard the predation word, in our mindset it will come to the tiger and a deer association, interaction it will become. And in the forest, tiger will hunt the deer. In that time, deer will lose their life. Correct? Na? So that is a prominent example for a predator. Okay, here predation is a interaction between the predator and the prey. These two. Okay, in this time, prey is a weaker animal, predator is a a stronger animal. So that's why that a prey, weaker animal will lose their life. So, but we should be understand predation is one of the significant interaction in the ecosystem. Okay, basically as a humanity wise we thought something sin like this type of thoughts are there. But here without predation, ecosystem totally will be collapsed. If the predation is not at present in the ecosystem, that ecosystem totally will be collapsed or damaged by the something imbalancing of their ecological balancing is missing. Why it is missing? We want to know. See Nanna. Here the thing is biological control method. Predation is one of the biological controlling method. That one here in this time, why it is a biological controlling method mean, when you check ecological pyramids or when you take one ecosystem, in the ecosystem biotic component producers, consumers after decomposers. Producers are making the food items, food items are utilizing by the consumers are after death of the consumers, that decomposers will be again recycling of the nutrients to the soil. Okay, this is a general energy flow In the ecosystem you studied energy flow, food web, food chain, these and all. Food chain discussion time, one tropical level to another tropical level, energy is transforming. How much energy, that is not a matter, but energy is transforming the lower tropical level to higher tropical level. That only third point I explained. Here, transforming the energy high tropical levels. Okay, high tropical levels. In the absence of a predator, in the absence of the predator, if one ecosystem, predator organisms are no more, automatically it will influence the prey population density will increase, prey population will increase. When the prey population is increased, I mean number of organisms of the prey are increased, automatically ecological imbalance will come. Now I will give one example. One forest having some of the goat, and the same forest one tiger also is there. Okay, that a tiger time to time or when they felt hungry, it will come and eat some of the organisms of a goat, nothing but. Suddenly tiger is lost their life. So within the 1 year gap, goat population is increased. For example, 1 year or 2 year, whatever it is. So by the increasing of the goat population, goats are overeating of grass, okay, or plant. So by the overeating of the plants, the plant life cycle will be damaged. Plants will get problem. So when the ecosystem want to maintain the balance, here predator organism must be need. Okay, so that's why here if the absent of the predator, prey population density will increases. That will be influence. Okay, not only that. Now I said if that predator is lost, now I will change the one more thing. If the predator prey over, very important for role of in the providing the population stability. That only up to now I said. Now I am reading. Predator plays very important for role in the providing of population stability. All population should be need to maintain the something stability. That is a very most important for predation and prey interaction. If it is not at there, means these population stability will problematic of one ecosystem. Here are some of the examples. Here some of the examples are starfish. Starfish pierced in the rocky interstitial communities of the American Pacific coast. One of the starfish. That starfish in the place of the Pacific coastal places. Starfish belongs to Echinodermata. That organism is present in that coastal places. They did one experiment. Some of the scientists, ecological scientists, they removed the starfish from that Pacific coast. Okay, when they are removing that Pacific coast onwards, that starfish, automatically 10 number of invertebrates also, invertebrate organisms species also extincted, because these invertebrate organisms are eaten by some other organisms. That organisms basically eaten by starfish. Now that for example some we take X organism, that X organism take out food item is these invertebrate. By that organisms over usage of these invertebrate, these 10 invertebrates are species are extincted. Once upon a time, when before removing of these starfish is eaten to that what we take in some X organism is there now. So lack of these starfish, what it is number of increase, what we take in X organism is there now. That X organism number is increasing in the ecosystem. That X organism overeated or eaten to these 10 species. So that's why ecological imbalance happens in that Pacific, American Pacific coast. Okay, that only. When all the starfishes are removed from that area, more than 10 species invertebrates become the extincted, more than, okay, within the year of time, within very little time duration, that 10 species of invertebrates are extincted. because of interspecific competition. Interspecific competition means that species are ready to take food items, food as these 10 species of vertebrates. Got it now? So that is now this one tells about the significance of the predator. If one ecosystem predator is missing means automatically it will influence the some adjacent population density. Okay, and then one more thing, exotic species or else alien species. When that any one new living thing, either plant or animal, when you take from the some other continental onwards, that type of species we call the exotic species. That exotic species, when we are introduced into the one new place, automatically if that exotic species is, if it is adapted to that new environment, it start very rapid growth. Why? What is the reason that what we are introduced that new species is there now? That new species predators, I mean that new species what we introduced, that new species predators are not at there in that new environment, because of that is a new plant or a new organism. That new organism previously not yet present in that ecosystem. So that's why lack of predators, that species will be improved the rapid their number. Okay, the rapid increasing of their density. So finally it will cause us to already existed organisms will get something problem, either lack of food sources or maybe lack of space. So here influence of the exotic species, already exist organism will get problem. Okay, that only it is tells about the second point. Exotic species are introduced into the one geographical area, that means a new place. They are invasive and start to spread out the very fast growth, because of that invaded land does not have natural predators. That place not have any natural predators of that exotic species. Lack of that, the rate of growth is very fast, that exotic species. Regarding exotic species, frankly pear cactus, they are introduced into the one Australia, some one geographical place, that will be rapidly increasing their number. Okay, that one. And if the predator is, next point I am pointer place, everyone observe it. If the predator is too efficient, already I said here predator is more efficient than the prey. Prey is weaker animal, predator is a strong animal. Now if the predator is too efficient and over exploit unnecessarily, if it is show something hunting or exploit, what will happen theriyumanana? Exploit it the prey, then the prey must be become extinct. Unnecessarily or over exploitation by that predator, the prey population will be decline. One day the prey density will extinct. There is no any prey. Lack of prey, automatically predator also will be extinct, no doubt, because of prey and predator both are interdependent. Okay, I mean predator is depend upon the prey. If the prey is not at presence in one ecosystem, automatically predator will get the problem. So the predator did the over exploitation. By the over exploitation, predator will get finally problematic, lack of prey presence in the ecosystem. That only here I mentioned. If the predator is too efficient and over exploited its prey, then the prey might become extinct because of lack of food. By the effect of the predator will become extinct. If the prey is extincted means predator also will extinct, lack of food resources. That is the one of the effect of the predator. Already I said predation mechanism, predation interaction time. One organism will get benefit, another organism will lose something. Here in the symbolic predation, one is plus, another one is a minus. Okay, and very most important thing here, prey can't able to fight against the predator, but some of the preys are having their showing intellectual nature or some of the adaptive nature. When the prey is showing the something advanced, adaptations for the purpose of the defense mechanism to protect themselves from the predator, they want to show something adaptations. Already we seen some of the things in the effect of the organisms in the two environmental conditions. The some of the things again it will here repeat. Camouflage means changing of the body color by the surrounding environment. Here prey having the one of the ability that is camouflage. That camouflage, by the camouflage, body color changing of the prey, it can't able to visible by the predator. Predator cannot identify the prey organism, so it is easy to escaping from the predator. That is one of the adaptation of the some of the organisms. And then next one, poisonous body. Some of the primitive organisms body having the some of the poisonous gland. Okay, when the predator is catch that prey body, it release the something poisonous liquid to the their surroundings. Or else some of the molluscans they are having the ink gland. When any one predator is holded that mollusca organism body, that mollusca organism onwards it is released one thing blue color one liquid. That blue color liquid totally is spread out in the media of water. Water is impermeable and that lighting is not at there. So predator onwards prey hidden wise that type of poisonous ink glands they are exhibiting. Okay, this is also one of the adaptation. And then so up to now what we discussed, that is animals. Second one, plants. In the plants, always plants are eaten by the grazing animals. In that grazing animals overeaten, especially goat. Goat is overeaten to the grass. So that's why some of the plants avoiding of the grazing animals from that overgrazing or their leaves protection wise. The leaves are stems containing the thorns and spines. When you see in that acacia plant containing the lot of spines. Okay, and bougainvillea. When you see in the bougainvillea having the thorns like these and all interrupting the eating. Okay, and then one more important character. This is one of the adaptation that by that having of this those and all avoid the grazing. Those and all having the grazing avoid the grazing animals. And then some of the plants their leaves are having something poisonous chemicals. That best example Coleotrophis. Coleotrophis means you know that a plant for we are creating the one malai for Vignation, that flowers onwards. That is that leaves, when you tear that leaf, that leaves onwards white color milk will synthesis. That white color milk is having a lot of chemicals. By that chemicals, organism will not eat that leaves. So which of the plants are having the some of the poisonous chemicals synthesis in their leaf and stem, those type of organisms cannot edible to the grazing animals. So here cardiac glycosides are present in the Coleotrophis. This is the best example. Not only this, nicotine is present in tobacco plants, and caffeine is present in coffee. Okay, quinine and opium platy, these and all drugs. One more time we will discuss in the drugs and abuse topic we will discuss. Okay, and then these alkaloids or chemical substances are okay, they are interrupting or cannot give the chance to eat their body parts. Okay, so avoiding of the grazers and then browsers onwards. This is about interactions of populations, especially predation. Dear students, up to now we discussed one of the interaction. That interaction is a predation. Okay, how predation play an important role in the biological controlling method. How the predators are getting benefited from the prey. For avoiding of the predators, preys are how they are showing the adaptations. Here we see, okay, animals, some of the animals, plants. Now we are going with another interaction, that is a parasitism. Why I mentioned these two at a time means these parasitism predations both are having the same type of interaction. Predation time, parasitism time, one species must be get a problem or harmness, another species must be get benefit. So I mentioned continuously these two at a time. Parasitism, in this parasitism two species are interaction. In that one species we call as a parasite, another species we call as a host. Here sometimes host always host will lose something or harm. Okay, very rarely some of the host is not at get any harm or any benefit, just neutral, very rare. But especially in the parasitism, host will get harmness, something loss, and then predation is that will be getting benefit. Why it is getting benefit? It is the food and get shelter getting from the host. Because of parasitism means which organisms cannot live themselves isolation in the form of the isolate, they are depends upon the other animals for the purpose of the food and shelter. Those organisms only we call as a parasite. Why that organism having the parasitic nature? Several reasons. Because of when you check the different organisms in the from the evolutionary way, highly complex organisms only well adapted, well advanced. But primitive, when you go with invertebrates, invertebrate animals, for example platyhelminthes, ascihelminthes, those body not at well developed like us, so they need some of the support from other animals. So here parasite will get the food and shelter from the other animals. We are also parasites, we are also example, because of we are depends upon the plant and other animals for the food. Okay, so that is a parasitic nature. Here parasites are two types, ectoparasite and endoparasite. Ectoparasite and endoparasite. Ectoparasite mean if the parasite depends upon the host body external side only, outer side, not at enter the inside of the host, such a type of parasite we call the ectoparasite. External surface of the host. Okay, here lice in the human being, ticks of dog skin, and then mosquito. Mosquito is ectoparasite because of they are sucking the blood from our body by the presence of the outer surface only. So these and all ectoparasite. Okay, then endoparasite mean if the parasite enter the inside of the body of host, that type of parasites we call the endoparasite. The parasite lives inside of the host body. Example tapeworm or Plasmodium vivax. Nanna idikku munnadi human health and diseases time we discussed about the Plasmodium vivax life cycle, correct na? In the Plasmodium vivax presence inside of the human being RBC cells. So the Plasmodium vivax belongs to protozoa. Protozoa means the first primitive organisms. That primitive organisms not yet have much more advanced characteristics. Lack of that advanced characteristics, these organisms act as a parasite. Okay, so now you understand what is the differences between the ectoparasite and endoparasite. Then one more type of parasite, brood parasite. Brood mean hatching. Okay, hatching. Here some of the organisms, especially birds, after lays the eggs, their own eggs can't able to hatch there by themselves. They are lays the eggs into the another bird nest. That another bird nest onwards, that organism hatch the eggs. Especially quail. Quail lays the eggs on crow nest. Crow only hatch that quail eggs. So here what is the thing mean? Especially these and all not complete parasite. For hatching of their eggs wise, they are depends upon the crow. Quail depends upon the crow. Because of crow and quail eggs are not at differential. We can't difference. Both are similar. Even crow also not at find the that differences of their eggs. Okay, so that's why a coil will take the advantage for that one. So it will take for brooding wise crow as a host. So the type of parasitism we call as a brood parasitism. It is a simple some of the one type of a parasite. Okay, so next here, when the one organism act as a parasite, whether that is a endoparasite or ectoparasite, especially ectoparasite or endoparasite, especially endoparasite time, that parasite want to show some of the adaptations in their life. If that organism cannot show adaptations, means a parasite may be getting problem. Okay, reason here, parasite always must be need the support of a host. If host is no more, automatically parasite life also will be closed. I mean, host is extincted, mean parasite also will extinct, because of parasite always need the support of the host. So the co-evolution of the both host and parasite. Okay, especially host extincted in a parasite also will extinct. That is a one thing. So that is a one reason. Another thing, when the parasite is present inside of the host, now that host body, what type of nature is there, that nature want to understand. Based on the host body nature, parasite want to show response. So here parasite lose of unnecessary sense organs. Sense organs not at necessary, because it is present inside of the host body. Okay, so sense organs are not at there, not necessary. And next point, presence of the adhesive organs. Adhesive means attaching. When the parasite present inside of the host, automatically that parasite want to attach the host body. That attachment of the adhesion wise, these parasites are need adhesive organs. Example, suckers and hooks. Here Taenia solium, tapeworm we seen. The tapeworm present in our small intestinal places. That small intestinal places, it want to attaching with the small intestine inside villi in the inside of the alimentary canal. That alimentary canal attaching wise, these suckers and hooks are playing important role. And lose of their digestive system. No parasite not necessary to maintain their digestive system, because already they are taking the digested foods only. For example, mosquito will take our blood. Already in our blood, it containing the digested blood nutrient particles only. No need not again to digest in their body. So digestive system is not yet well developed. Lost their digestive system. And high reproductive potentiality capacity. That means if the parasite one time it is meeting with the opposite sex, they lays the 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs eggs at a time. That is a reproductive capacity, because 1 or 2 eggs are laying means unfortunately inside of the host that eggs are destroyed, means the total life cycle will be getting problem of the parasite. So life cycle wise, that parasitic having the high reproductive capacity, at a time they are lays the lakhs of eggs. That is a high reproductive capacity. And then complex life cycle, that parasite having the several larva stages in their life, and then they are complete their life cycle in different host. Mono and digetic, monogetic. Okay, mono means a single. If the parasite complete the total life cycle in the single host, mono. Or parasite requires the 2 means digetic parasite. And then next here, if that organism or parasite need the 2 host, mean in that 2 host, one host we called as a primary host, second one we called as a secondary host. Okay, primary host, secondary host. How we can able to find out which one is the primary, which one is the secondary? Parasitic sexual life cycle in which host it is occurs, such a host we call as a primary host. in the which host body parasite leads their asexual life cycle, that is a secondary. Now recall health and human health and disease chapter. In the time of Plasmodium vivax life cycle we seen, and then Wuchereria branchioftia life cycle we seen. Plasmodium vivax causes to the malaria, Wuchereria branchioftia causes to the elephantiasis. It is a digenetic parasite. It need complete their life cycle wise, it need two hosts. One is a mosquitoes, another one is a human. Okay, if you take Plasmodium vivax life cycle, Plasmodium vivax complete their sexual life cycle in mosquito. Which mosquito? Female Anopheles mosquito. Now female Anopheles mosquito is a primary host for Plasmodium vivax. Asexual life cycle completed in the human beings, that we call as a secondary host. Okay, Plasmodium vivax life cycle wise, secondary host is a human body, and then primary host is a female Anopheles. As like Wuchereria branchioftia wise, Wuchereria branchioftia sexual life cycle completed in the human being. So human being is a primary host, and then that asexual life cycle completed in the Culex, female Culex mosquito. So female Culex mosquito is a second host, and along with the primary and secondary, sometimes parasite not yet have the chance to take their primary secondary hosts. Lack of primary and secondary host availability, sometimes these parasites will take some of the intermediate host. What is the intermediate host? In which host of body giving the chance for shelter for parasites, but parasite will not show any development. Any changes will not happen, just for taking of rest and security wise only these intermediate host giving the chance for parasite. But primary secondary host time, their parasitic life cycle is happening, occurs in their body. Intermediate host only giving the shelter, should not give the chance for continue of their life cycle, any parasite. So that is the adaptations of a parasite. When the parasite need to maintain their life cycle inside of the host, endoparasite. Okay, these adaptations want to need. Here I didn't mention one more character. Body is covered with mucus cuticle. Mucus cuticle. Ascaris lumbricoides theriyum kadana. Ascaris lumbricoides is a body totally covered by the cuticle. That Ascaris lumbricoides is present inside of our stomach. Now that Ascaris lumbricoides want to get protection from the digestive enzymes. HCl is there in our stomach. So that HCl onwards affect protection wise, that body is covered with a cuticle. These and all adaptations. Up to now we completed adaptations of the parasite in the host body, types of parasite. In the parasitic interaction, one organism will get benefit, another organism will get harmness, and then next prey and predator interactions we discussed.